going on, Fannibals? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review Hannibal Season 3, Episode 12, titled The Number of the Beast is 666. This is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to nbc.com/Hannibal. Watch the full episode there. One more week. Next week is the series finale, guys. This is something huge. A fantastic show getting canceled is just... It happens so much, but this show literally, I'm surprised Netflix didn't pick it up, Hulu didn't pick it up, HBO didn't pick it up, like nobody picked it up, and you got all these people saying, pick it up, pick it up. I guess no other channel wants viewers, so, well, they're missing out, man. We ain't the ones missing out, they're missing out on the views. So, let's get right to it. This is a spoiler review. Make sure you see the episode, and it should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and final score. By the way, my Fear the Walking Dead series premiere should be out, and the Aquarius Season 1 finale is out also, so check that there. And I'll put a link down below to my Fall 2015 TV show review schedule. I'm reviewing over 25 shows over the next 4 months, so check it out, tell me what you think. Let's get started. Hannibal and... well, mix up Hannibal and I totally forget Jack. Lawrence Fishburne. I totally forgot his name. Hannibal and Jack are talking about God and the Lamb and everything, and the great beast and the dragon and everything, and that makes you God, that makes me the devil, and the Lamb, and all that. They're talking about that. And the red dragon is scratching. It's one of those scenes where it's not really happening, but he's scratching his back and getting the blood and the painting's bleeding, and I'm like, it messes with your head. It's one of those scenes. So Will sees himself killing Molly, and he's telling Bedelia, Gillian Anderson, and he's like, I see myself killing Molly. And you could tell Will's just psychotic. He's breaking down little by little by little. I don't know how they're going to tell it within the next hour, but it's not looking good for him. You play, you pay. That's basically what happens when you're Hannibal, and he's like, is Hannibal in love with me? And then again, always with Bedelia, like, he's going to eat Bedelia. You have 1 hour left. I doubt he's going to eat you. He's locked up. For Frederick and Will, they take this photo and they call the Red Dragon the Tooth Fairy and a rapist and a pervert and all that and a sick, disfigured man. So they're recording about him and everything that's going to go viral to the world. And the Red Dragon, he ends up getting Frederick. Frederick was walking and there's the Red Dragon in his daredevil attire. Well, you don't see him in this scene, but he shoots the two guards without the bullets going to the window, just like pew, pew. And he gets Frederick like just a total ninja, dude. And he has like the robe on and everything. He doesn't even offer him a drink, green tea or nothing like that. He's just like, what's going on here, dude? Be polite, be hospitality up in here, man. Gosh. So he does. He has him glued. Frederick's is like his arms are glued to the chair, and I'm pretty sure that's painful as hell. He talks, about him, like himself and about God, and he's like, are you praying to God? And he's like talking in his dragon voice, and he's like, well, what's he going to do? You're God. Nothing. It's really intense, dude. It's a really intense scene. And Rutina Wesley's character, Reba, she shows up and she has soup. I'm like, the moment he's doing that, oh yeah, okay, she shows up at that time. Out of all the times she could show up, she shows up at that moment. Yeah, okay. Just a TV show, but Reba shows up and everything. Oh, here's soup for you. Yeah, here's the soup. I don't know. Here? Where? Oh, right there. And it's like, okay, sure, whatever. So, she ends up leaving, and they're gonna he's gonna let him go. He's gonna let Frederick go, but he ends up filming him and like, you have to say all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And he's like in his underwear, and he's like, no, not like that, but he was like, ah. He climbs over the table, like, can't you just go around? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing, dude? Just walk around the table. I don't know why he got on it. But he ended up biting Frederick's mouth, like the lips off. And at that moment, I was like, Thanks, Facebook. Earlier that day, I was looking at Facebook. Let's talk about last night's Hannibal scene, the gruesome scene. I was like, well, the Red Dragon does something. Oh, he captured Frederick? I wonder if he's going to do something to Frederick. Thanks for spoiling it, Facebook. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's talk about what happened last night. Stop with that post, man. Don't want to post about... Wait 4 days. Wait for people to see the show. Don't do it a day afterwards, 24 hours. I hate that. Either way, back to that. So his lips are bitten off and everything. And Frederick, he basically gives it to Hannibal, like he sends it, and Hannibal ends up eating part of the lip. They show it, he eats it in front of Dr. Bloom. She's like, Jack's like, what happened to the other lip? Yeah. That was really funny. I like that. Frederick got burned, and basically Frederick is alive, but I don't think he's going to live forever because, you know, he lost a lot of water, and he's not going to, yeah, he's like Freddy Krueger now. So he's burned, and he's like, you set me up. And I was like, this is intense. This is gross at the same time. And he gives info, and he said Red Dragon had a black girl who was blind, and that's Reba. And now the Red Dragon has Reba. Out of nowhere, she's tied up and everything and at the house. Have you heard the news? I am the dragon. You know, the Red Dragon, he thinks he's scary, but you know what's more scary? If you've seen Reservoir Dogs, just reviewed it past few weeks ago, last week. Michael Madsen, when he's dancing and the song Stuck in the Middle with You, and he's dancing and he's gonna cut off the guy's ear, that's more intense than what the Red Dragon did. But either way, that's what I'm just saying. That was more scary than him having a tattoo of a dragon on his back. That's not scary. No, dancing to music and having a knife and singing is scary. Still, Hannibal's awesome. I'm just saying the other torture scene was way better. Let's get right to this now. The first off, the pros, Frederick. I really liked his character, you know, for this past season. He hasn't come out much, but Hannibal the Cannibal and all the books that he's working on and all this stuff, and you know, for what he did, you know, I felt bad. Like, he knew he was probably gonna die, but he's burned and he basically got betrayed, and I don't know if he deserved all that, but yeah, that was pretty well acted by the actor too, and the burn and everything, and that, like, you know, oh, Cornell, you know, all that, back to that stage. I love the effects of the makeup effects and the actual practical effects, and that like when it first began and you see the dragon, he looked like a small little dragon, like, fear me, I am the Red Dragon, and he's like Ant-Man size. You think you're funny? Oh, I am Hannibal. And then that's it. That's the end of Red Dragon. But it looks so cute. It was like so little. It's so fat. A fat dragon. He has like fat booty legs and everything. It looks so weird, but still. I love the ending of the episode though, when he's like, I am the dragon. It doesn't make sense that he has Reba, and I know there's only 1 hour left. Like, really, it has to involve Reba because she's the woman in the cloth, like with sun and everything. Yeah. But the whole thing where the ending is, that was really nice. I am the dragon. No, you are the great Red Dragon. There's a difference between the dragon and the great Red Dragon. So just saying. I love how Hannibal eats the lips. That's totally gross. Like, you gotta cook that. You just can't bite it. You just can't do that. It's so gross. It was intense, and I love Will, the way he acted, man. He was like, just every camera angle, he was just like, I love that. That was pretty intense. Again, it's gross, and I love when Red Dragon has the daredevil look. I don't know why, but that daredevil look, though, he's like, look at me. Come on, Kingpin. There's a guy out there dressing up all in black, trying to be a superhero. Now, Vanessa, I want you to stay here. There's a daredevil out on the loose. You know, that whole Kingpin acting and everything. Yeah. Okay, so back to this. I do love the directing of this. Every Hannibal episode, hands down, directing is awesome. I've never seen one bad directing style. for Hannibal. And the transition between scenes, like it cuts to black and then it's Hannibal and then Hannibal's over here and all that, that's chill. That's some chill stuff right there. The only cons really this episode, and every Hannibal episode, usually, there's only a few, but this episode, it was slow. It was slow. And I'm not talking about the story build-up. I'm talking about just it's slow in general, as in, it's slow, you know? Okay. That's every show is slow. But okay, you have Reba. Like, we didn't see you go after her. Like, did you knock on the door? Did you enter? Did you grab her? There's no like detail in there. Like, you just have her. Like, it's almost like they skipped an entire scene and there she is, you know? I can barely understand what Red Dragon or Burn Frederick is saying. Like, I know Frederick, he has a reason, but Red Dragon could just take off the mask because he wasn't even looking at him. Like, you can't understand sometimes what they're saying. And, you know, it gets annoying sometimes. It's like, Red Dragon, I understand. Like, no, for Frederick, I can understand why you can't hear them, but come on, man. Like, Red Dragon, pick it up a notch, bro. Also, what about Will's family? What about Molly? What about Walter? What are they doing? Where are they at? Are they in the hospital still? Is she out of the hospital? You know, because Will has a family, and that's a big deal. And I guess it doesn't matter anymore because the Great Red Dragon is coming. Well, so says Hannibal. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a solid B. It's a good episode overall, guys. I had a fun time during this in certain parts. Again, the Red Dragon and Frederick, they steal the show. Will, very great acting. I love seeing Bedelia in here. Also, Gillian Anderson in here is fantastic. I love the way she acts around Will and everything. And just the whole sitting down and it transitions from him looking down and then he's in Bedelia's office. So that whole transition works very well for this episode. Comment down below. Let me know what did you think about the Hannibal episode. I hope all of you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week for the series finale. More to come. And it's back with you.